Hey y'all, it's Becky with the Glitter Ranch. Had a couple things I was going to do today, so thought I'd just go ahead and video at the same time. So I've got my epoxy mix for Rizzle, 1-to-1 ratio. About to throw it on a couple of cups here. Got a couple of different things that I am doing today, sweating in the garage. Like I said, I thought I'd just bring y'all along. I have base coated my cup, taped off the bottom. Again, that's my thing. I just like it. So I have done that on this. I'm going to do this, there'll be another part to this tutorial. This is going to be peekaboo. And anyway, as we go, I'll show you some more what we're doing on that. Because I'm also going to glitter something over here, I'm going to go ahead and spread this out so my glove will not be all glittery from the purple. Okay, so all I'm going to do, get a little of that excess off. I'm going to do this in the way kind of like I would like my Milky Ways and stuff. And again, I'll show you that here in just a minute. Just gonna do two at once kind of thing. Just kind of how my brain works, I guess. Hard for me to do one thing at a time. Okay, so I'm gonna let that spin and just kind of even out. This one I'm gonna go ahead, I have done a vinyl cowhide on the top. I have sprayed the bottom. You could have, I guess, sprayed the whole thing, but with the vinyl, because it's a heat transfer vinyl, I just did it right onto the stainless cup. And what I do when I'm going to paint something like that, I just wrap around. I've got a video like this where I was kind of doing like a two-faced cup where I did one side and then the other. I just wrapped paper towel around it. So I did that around this top part, and then I just kind of freehanded real quick on the bottom. Of course, I've got my bottom taped. And just because I don't want this cowhide to have a ton of purple on it, I'm just kind of only messing with the top right now. I didn't go all the way flush, only because just to try and secure a better seal on the epoxy to the stainless. Kind of something that you do when you're doing a fabric cup as well. I like to cut it down just a smidge so I can make that epoxy go right up to the top. Alright, I'm feeling like that cowhide's pretty covered, so I'm just gonna work on this bottom here. It is very humid. I think the storms are on their way, so possibly hail, so I'm really just trying to knock out the next couple of things that I've kind of got pending, you know, on my hot list that I want to finish up sooner than later, because I know with the weather it's going to delay my productivity. I do have a dehumidifier in my shop. That little sucker, he's working his tail off. Thing's always full. Alright, so just gonna kind of wipe off my excess because I really just want a thin coat. I'm gonna do epoxy method on this purple part. I had done spray adhesive, and honestly I just didn't like how it looked. I am not an epoxy method go-to girl, but I'm going to do that on this particular cup this time. And then I'm gonna kind of just come over my seam right here just to clean that up. And I'm pretty happy with this. All right, give me just a second. Okay, so I've let these spin for just a minute. Sorry, I'm gonna do this backward, but you should be able to see just fine with it being my little bug shield up, my little clear divider. Like I said, I already did this with spray adhesive and I actually didn't like it. So I'm doing epoxy method over it. You can always, if you don't like something you did, you can always go back and strip and start over. I don't know, I'm just, I guess, the frame of mind of if there's anything I can do short of stripping it, I am going to attempt that first. That's more of my go-to. I have stripped a few cups, not very many. Not that I haven't messed any up, because I certainly have. I just, I don't know, maybe I'm just too stubborn. I'm going to do two different things here. I was kind of putting some stuff that I felt like might have had some adhesive on it first that I didn't want to, that I wanted to put for my base coat. So I'm just kind of setting that to the side. Now I'm going to go back to, this is Purple Rain Chunky Holographic. And you can find this at theglitterranch.com, of course. It's a beautiful mix. It's got a lot of ultra fine, and then the larger hexagon type pieces, just to get a really nice coverage. I'm just going to put a real thick coat on here. And then here in just a little bit, I will remove this tape off the bottom. Alright, pretty happy with that. I was going to do this as a live, and I guess with the storms coming in, my internet didn't want to cooperate, which my preference is not to do a live, so that way if I screw something up. But anyway, I was going to actually do that today. I'm going to do that. So, again, that's Purple Rain Chunky Holographic. Alright. I'm going to put this... No, I'm not. Okay, I'll just leave it there. Let me see if I can kind of clean up this mess a little bit, because I do not want to cross-contaminate and get these other colors that I'm about to use. So this one I'm going to do a peekaboo. So there will be a couple more videos on it. To clean up from cross-contaminating my colors. Alright, I'll go ahead and put my little bug shield back up. I like that thing. That saved me quite a bit of time. Alright, so this one I'm going to use Bubbly. It is Ultra Fine Metallic. Also going to use Merica, is Ultra Fine Metallic as well. Sangria, Ultra Fine Metallic. And then Cup of Joe, Ultra Fine Metallic. Going to go a little bit, so all of our shakers will come with the larger opening or the smaller, okay? Just for, your style. Whatever your style is. I think that's probably all I'm going to do on this color. I'm going to go back and just kind of make them a little heavier. What I'm going to end up doing with this for my fall peekaboo, I really love the wood grain. So what this one is going to be, I'm going to put some vinyl on it in leaves. Then I'm gonna paint over. So we'll glitter and epoxy now, okay? Then I'm gonna paint, or then I'm gonna put my vinyl on, paint it, wood grain it, remove the vinyl. So that's the direction we are heading in. Take us a minute to get there, so there'll be I don't know if I'll probably do this in 2 parts as far as uploading it. Everywhere. Love this bubbly. It's just kind of a soft champagne color. Very fall and really even Christmassy complimentary. I think it can go real well with your Christmas cups as well. Off a little bit of that excess. And I'm going to go in with this sangria. I have not used this sangria yet. I love it. Oh no, I did use it for the double-sided tape one. Looks like I haven't used it. Alright. I want to go with the little dots, just so I don't get too crazy. Doesn't mean I won't. So what I'm trying to do is really kind of just mix the colors so that way when we put the vinyl on and we pull, I'm going to put vinyl leaves on, so that way when I pull them off for the peekaboo, you get kind of the 2-tone leaves, the 3-tone. That's what I'm trying to accomplish here with doing the different colors, is for the leaves. So I want them to have some depth and colors in them, just like a fall leaf. And once you get more than one color on there, you probably don't want to tap on your bar to loose that extra glitter, because then you're going to contaminate, which, you know, my paper down here, I'll put that together in a little fall combo or something, but that way this still is uncontaminated. So I will put this back into my bottle. So we've got bubbly and sangria on there. Just gonna let that go a minute. So I may remove that and tap it. Sorry, I know that's really loud. All right. I think I may go Cup of Joe next. I love browns. This Cup of Joe is so pretty. And we have the Cup of Joe in, this is the metallic, of course. Everything I'm doing is metallic. I tend to not cross my metallics and my holographics. That's only a personal thing, and really depending on the order from the customer, depending on what it is that they're wanting. There's certainly no rule to it, you know, just like me taping the bottom of my cup. That's just a preference. That's just what I do. Certainly not a right way or a wrong way at all. But these are all, saying that to say, these are all metallics. You can throw holographics in there. Just, you do you, man. Whatever your customer likes, whatever you like. At the end of the day, you gotta like your cups that you're making. It's really important to me. I like the cups I'm making. And every once in a while, I have a couple that, it's hard to, I don't like them, but I didn't like the pattern when it came in or something, you know, what the order was, but you still gotta be happy with your work. I mean, I do. You might not need to. Whatever helps you sleep at night. So you can get all this stuff on our website. Also, our sister company over in Florida, abdesignsco.com, they also have all the same colors. So if you are closer to Florida, look her up. Closer to Florida, in Florida, whatever. East Coast, just to ship to you from her, of course, will be cheaper. This is going to look completely different when we're done. Okay, so again, that was Cup of Joe. Bubbly Sangria Cup of Joe. Now we're going to put some America on it. If you want to go more of a pattern, you certainly can. I'm trying to kind of mix, so that way when I put those decals on, I'll kind of have a transition of colors and not just something specific. I'm trying to blend my colors a little bit. I want a little differentiation in my fall leaves. So it might look like a little crazy color combination right now, but I think it's going to be really, really pretty. So I'm going to wood grain over this. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm just gonna let this spin, and then I will come back in and I'm gonna put one more, like a flood coat over, and that's just, a real thick layer of epoxy. And then I will come back to show y'all putting on the vinyl decals. I don't know if I'm gonna go with the Sang and fall leaves. I probably will. I know I want to do the leaves, but when I put those on, I'm going to try and, put them in such a way that once we remove them, you'll see more than one color. That's the goal, because that's the effect that we're gonna try to accomplish with the peekaboo. So there you have it. Let me move all that and move this again so you can see this pretty little thing over here. So that's where we are. That's what we've got. I'm going to remove this. I'm probably going to wait about 20 more minutes maybe, and then I'll remove these. And when you do these, remove your tapes. If you tape, just remove those slow. That way you get a real crisp, clean line. If you do have any epoxy that perhaps got in under the tape, what you can do is just take a wet wipey, and just, I'll put it like by my fingernail and just run it right over and just clean that up. Super easy to clean up while it's wet. But anyway, like I said, we'll be back. I will put a whole nother epoxy layer over these for our next step. Thank y'all for joining me.